Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about what method I use to travel with an AR-15. Before I begin the video, I just want to mention that I am not an attorney. Be sure that you understand your state laws, as I am not advocating or giving any kind of advice when it comes to transporting your firearms. So you may be wondering why I would want to travel with an AR-15 anyways. And when I say traveling, I am not saying that I carry my AR-15 with me every time I go to my local Walmart, although at night those parking lots do be kind of dangerous. I'm talking about when my family and I go on long overland trips that can last for a few weeks at a time. I got into overland just a few years ago from a few friends of mine. Absolutely fell in love with it. I already had love for the outdoors and camping, but I never thought I'd actually be camping on top of mountains and canyons. Just quiet and secluded vacations that my family and I get to experience together. Now, of course, on a majority of our trips, we are in locations that have zero cell service whatsoever, so any kind of call for help would be a long ways away. So while we are out there camping, we are in a very vulnerable position for anyone or anything that would wish to do us harm. Now, this isn't your typical campsite where people are just around the corner. They can hear you crying for help if you needed it. We are usually on BLM land where the nearest town or person that would be able to help could be miles away. So it's pretty obvious why I would be a little worried about my family's safety when we are on trips like that, and I would want to bring the best tools available to me to ensure their safety. And so enter in the Vertx VTAC Rifle Scabbard. MSRP for this bag is going to be $164.99. This is a bag from Vertex in collaboration with Viking Tactics, made out of durable nylon ripstop. The exterior consists of a polycarbonate coating, making it water and stain resistant. Outfitted with strong YKK zippers, the construction on this bag is very tough. It only has 2 pockets in the entire bag. Very simple design. The inside is completely lined with Velcro, allowing you to mount any Velcro attachments you could possibly want into this bag. It has a hidden compartment that allows you to install custom armor panels if you would like to have that, as well as a large grab handle in the front, making transportation very easy. The back has loops all over it, allowing for almost any mounting option you can possibly want, but the main options we are looking at here is to mount it via the headrest or back of the seat. Now it just comes down to choosing which seat to attach the bag to in your vehicle. The overall exterior dimensions of the Vertex Scabbard is going to be 12.2 inches wide and 34.3 inches in height. So that should give you a general idea as to where you would be able to personally fit this bag into whatever car you may have. Personally, I have a 5th gen Toyota 4Runner, so I actually have the option to mount this bag to any of my seats in the car. That would even include the rear seats as well. My choice location where I would mount this bag would be a choice between either the front or the rear driver's side seat. The reason why I actually choose against putting it on the passenger side seats is because it actually puts AR-15 out of reach from the driver's seat a majority of the time. If I attach the bag to the front passenger seat, I actually found that I couldn't comfortably reach the bag to deploy my rifle in a quick and efficient manner from where I was sitting. Also, for my use cases as a civilian, I did not see myself using the rifle from the driver's seat position anyway, when I can instead go for my concealed carry handgun. That will allow me to maintain maneuverability within my car, not to worry about moving a large rifle around obstacles like my steering wheel. If I'm in the driver's seat and I encounter any situations that would call for more than just my handgun, I would probably opt to try to flee by driving away before trying to reach for my rifle behind my seat. Now, if fleeing wasn't an option because maybe my car is inoperable or maybe I am boxed in by my environment, then I would work to get out of the car as soon as I possibly can to get to a safer location. And of course, the fastest way out of the driver's seat would be through the driver's side door. Alright, so just to give you a quick visual on what my setup actually is. Starting from the driver's side here, as I said before, self-defense-wise, is to get out of the vehicle as soon as possible. I always prefer to have my setup on the driver's side, so I'd actually have it right behind the driver's seat right here in the passenger or the rear driver's side door. So you see here I have the Vertex Scabbard right here, and you'll see there is a little bit of play, but it's actually very solid in there. I've driven with this behind my driver's seat on multiple trips, and even on bumpy roads, I don't hear any kind of movement whatsoever. It's always right there, and it's very secure. As well as easy deployment right here. You see, and quick access to my AR. So this is one of the methods I like to use to mount the scabbard is right behind the driver's seat. This is actually would probably be the fastest way to get to your carbine if you needed it. There's a saying that your handgun is actually just your sidearm. You use that to fight to your rifle. The good part here is that it's very close to you, so the journey between that and your rifle, between the driver's seat and your rifle, is very short. You can get to your carbine very quickly when you have it mounted like this. The only bad part here is you'll notice is that, like I said, I have a Toyota 4Runner. The rear is actually factory tinted. It's not going to be any kind of aftermarket tint at the moment. I do want to make it darker, but you can see here on the camera, you can kind of see through the glass. So if any bystanders actually walking by my vehicle, they would actually be able to see my bag right there and potentially steal it. And obviously, we don't want that. To aid in fixing the problem of people seeing my bag, the reason why I keep it behind the rear driver's side seat. All right, so I'm trying to give you guys another angle that we can see exactly how I have this set up. Like I said, it's on the rear seat behind the driver's side seat right here. I don't usually have this seat in here at all. It's usually taken out on my overlanding trips. When you get out of the driver's side door, you open this door right here. All you need to do is press this button on the seat and boom, that deploys the scabbard right here. And as I talked about before, the easy pull access tab right here and right there, carbine's right there. You notice here that the back window right here, it's actually almost impossible to see through it, and the window is actually so small that if people were walking by it, they wouldn't be able to see what is behind that door. Another thing you'll notice here, if you haven't yet, is that I actually mount the carbine with the muzzle down. For that reason, it's because when you try getting into your access to your carbine as fast as possible, this seems to be the easiest method for me. All you do is pull the access tab and you kind of roll the carbine out, and there we go, it's completely out, pretty much already right there. If you try mounting with the muzzle up, you're forced to kind of pull it all the way out, and then you'll be good to go. This gives you access to the controls immediately, so that way as soon as you get out of the vehicle, you're ready to go. And whenever you need to take the scabbard out of your vehicle, all you do is unhook the hook down here, just like that, and the handle right here pulls right out. Simple as that. That leads me to another reason why I would choose against putting it on the passenger side seats. And that would be a case that once I'm out of the car, from the driver's side doors, I would actually need to work my way all the way around the vehicle to get to the passenger side doors to deploy my rifle. So I talked about how I stage the bag. Now let's talk about what I personally keep in the bag. That way you can get a general idea as to what you could fit in it. What I currently keep in there is actually my Vector Industries VK1 that was sent out to us to review. It has fully ambidextrous controls. I have a Huxworks 762 Ti suppressor on there with an EOTech 512. We plan to have a full build list and review coming out in the future, so be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to learn more about this rifle. As far as which pocket I actually keep the VK1 in, it's going to be in this rear compartment that is made for the rifles here. It's going to be the very back pocket. It does have also the rapid access pull tab here that is pretty standard on all Vertex bags. As I said before, that I actually stow the carbine with the muzzle downward and the grip of the carbine actually facing towards the exit that I'm pulling the rapid access pull tab on. Once you deploy the rapid access pull tab, pull the zipper all the way down, all you do is roll the rifle or the carbine out, and you can see here that it gives you access immediately to the controls of the carbine. The grip would be right here, so all you have to do is pull right out and you're in business. Alright guys, I already know I'm going to get a lot of questions about what you can actually fit in this bag. The camera may actually not show it too well as to how large or how small the bag actually is, so I'm just going to grab a couple things we have off the wall here to show you what could potentially fit in here. This would be the big main pocket right here in the back. I'm just going to start off with probably the typical size AR everyone has out there with using a full 16-inch AR. Alright, so I have a full 16-inch rifle right here, and you'll see here I also have the stock fully extended. If you try to fit in a full AR here with the stock fully extended out, it's actually not going to fit. To get it to fit in here, you will need to collapse the stock for it to fit properly there. So just to give you guys a little more information as to the size of rifle you can fit in here, I do have a tape measure here, and if we measured the overall length of this entire rifle here, from the very end of the muzzle to the very back of the collapsed stock, you're looking at 32.5 inches. So it does fit in there quite comfortably. You probably could even leave it out just a little bit like so, and it probably still fit in. Just to confirm, we'll just bring it out as far as we possibly can until it doesn't fit in the bag anymore. There we go. So just to confirm, those just fine. I would say it's probably a little better if you have a little bit of space here at the very top where the classical stock would go. Overall, the biggest dimension that you could probably fit inside this bag comfortably would probably be, from muzzle to end of the stock, is about 34.5 inches. So if you have a rifle at home and you're wondering whether or not it would fit in this bag, as long as you are 34.5 inches in overall length and less, it will definitely fit in this bag quite comfortably. If it's even a little further than that, you can definitely tell it's not going to fit. You will need to collapse that stock in. So on deployment, one thing to make sure of is that if you prefer to stage your rifle with the stock already in the right position, that way it's ready to shoot right away, this bag may not be the best option for you. So you definitely see how compact this bag actually is. It's only meant to fit one carbine at a time. They definitely could put another pocket here if they want to, if you want to fit more than one carbine, but personally I prefer just having the one because I'm only one person. Just for show's sake as well, I do want to see maybe I can try to squeeze another rifle in here. Further down, I have an AR pistol right here, so technically you could fit two in here if you really wanted to squeeze. They are going to be touching, overlapping each other a little bit. How about I try putting it like this instead? How about we try putting it like this instead? Let's have both of them facing towards the rapid access pull tab here. We'll close it up. And you know what? It does actually close. You can fit two in here if you really wanted to. I can't deny it's a little bit bulky here, just to show you like how it looks. It's definitely a lot more slimline than a lot of other bags you see out there on the market, even having two ARs in here. I mean, there's really no movement in there whatsoever though. I'm shaking it up. Can't feel any movement between those ARs whatsoever. So in there pretty snug. The rapid access pull tab also still works 100% just fine. Like I said before, the exterior here with this slick material, it actually doesn't look like it's that bulky at all. I mean, I'll just lift it up here. You can see it doesn't really show like a lot of bulk. I probably would not guess that it would be two carbines in here. I guess max one, if anything. So that's pretty slick. And you still could deploy 1, 2 rifle carbines if you really wanted to. This is definitely still an option for you. If you're looking for a bag that'll fit 2 carbines and still let you have rapid access to both of them. Just know that, like I said, they are going to be in there together. There's not any kind of like protective barrier between the two. So if they get scratched up, it is what it is. But they are just tools. So I don't see any reason to care if they get scratched up too much or not. Yes, if you were really wanting an option to be able to carry 2 carbines max, this definitely could work for you. But I would say that it's definitely driven more towards only having 1 carbine in here and having that be a rapid access to it. And still same though, the pull handle here is still very easy to access, very easy just to take off with it if you really wanted to. Just showing you guys off the rear here with the head strap and the C straps here. They actually come out looking like this. Pretty simple design here. It's literally just a strap out here all the way at the bottom. These other straps right here, these molly straps, you can move it from lower or higher if you need to. Same for the headrest strap up here at the top. You can move it from any of these all the way down to the middle here if you wanted to. There's also some straps designed right here on both sides if you wanted to instead hold it like this, like luggage instead. That's definitely an option for you. It's pretty nice how Vertex really thought of just about everything that you could possibly want when it comes to keeping your carbine mobile. As for the remainder of the bag, that would actually be one singular pocket here, right here in the middle. You do have access to that same pocket on either side with both the zippers here. As you see, it's actually a pass-through pocket. I actually don't personally keep anything in there currently. I am looking into possibly purchasing the Vertex Tactical for their magazine carrier. I am interested in potentially carrying an additional magazine with me, just in case my situation allows me the time to actually open that other pocket and grab the other magazine. And just like the other pocket as well, it is actually Velcro loop lined. That goes for both pockets here. So if you wanted to potentially put another handgun in there, and you could actually put a holster in there as well that would mount to that Velcro, you could definitely do that. I'm a pretty simple guy. I try not to overcomplicate when it comes to transporting of my firearms, especially when I am taking a AR-15 with me on my travels. I want to make sure that it is as simplistic as possible. In the rear pocket here, where I usually stow the carbine, you do have an additional pocket right back here that's currently Velcro sealed. You could undo that, and you can actually slip in a custom armor panel, whether that be soft or a hard panel from Premier Body Armor. They do sell it, and they are linked on the Vertex website if you want to check that out. Me personally, I didn't see that as being an option for me that I would use, mostly because this bag is actually never on my person. I usually just have it on the back of a seat. So I just didn't see any reason for me to have a body armor panel inside this bag. Overall, this bag fits my needs exactly the way I wanted it to. It gives me the option to travel with my family and bring along the best tools available to keep them safe in the worst kinds of situations. It's very easy to take in and out of the car, and it does a great job of keeping whatever I have inside of here from getting banged up inside my car. Now, the only drawback that I found with this bag is actually the appearance. It actually just screams tactical. I mean, it's very obvious that you would have a firearm in this bag. But I would also say that it shouldn't really matter. The main reason being is that you should actually never leave this bag in your car unattended anyway. You can even try concealing it like how I did with my vehicle by putting it on the very rear seat. But I would also say that it really shouldn't matter because you should never leave this unattended in your car anyways. That is easily the quickest way to get firearms into the wrong hands. So I'd be sure that whenever I'm taking this bag with me, I take the necessary precautions. So that is how I travel and go on my family vacations with an AR-15. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions about anything I talked about in this video, be sure to leave a comment down below. Or if you have any suggestions on how to make my setup even better, be sure to leave that comment down there as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support us. We also make videos every single week that drop every single Sunday. So be sure to hit that bell notification to stay up to date with our content. And don't forget to get out to the range. Get good so you stay good, and we'll see you guys next week. See ya.